End of that business is one family with huge name recognition. Here's John Berman.
Japan, earthquake, tsunami, nuclear terror. Fear strikes the U.S. Do we need iodine pills? Is the radiation coming? Will my family be okay? Where do you go for answers, advice, guidance? How about the Madoff family? Yes, that Madoff family.
Mr. Madoff, what would you say to all those people that lost money, Mr. Madoff? What would you say to them?
Why should people take you seriously in this endeavor?
Why not? I'm a mom. I've got facing the same challenges they have.
Catherine Hooper is the president of Black Umbrella, a disaster management company. She is also engaged to Andrew Madoff, the youngest son of Bernard Madoff, now in prison for defrauding investors of billions of dollars. Andrew, 44 years old and the only surviving child, used to work for his father.
Sorry, I have no comment on that.
Now he's Black Umbrella's director of operations.
When people call, do they know who you are? I mean, do they know your family connections?
I'm not going to talk about that.
The company, based in Manhattan, helps families plan for all kinds of disasters. And business these days?
Our business has increased 300% over this week.
Why is this so important for families?
It's so important because in any of the types of calamities we face, pre-planning radically improves your survival odds. So if you want to be great at thinking in the moment, acting, getting your children reuniting, and getting to safety, having thought through those steps in advance is what gives you that ability to think on your feet.
Who are your clients?
In general, it's families with young children.
Also, apparently, families with money. $750 gets you a meeting with a consultant and 4 aluminum personalized emergency contact cards.
Why aluminum?
Well, it's relatively indestructible. It's waterproof.
You also get a detailed communication and reunification plan with your family, including escape routes and meeting points. Also included go bags with some things you might not think of, like giant magic markers.
What this does for you in a real emergency is give you the ability to leave a message anywhere and on any surface.
$1,450 gets you 2 extra cards, data storage for important documents, and an annual disaster practice with an expert. $3,000, all that plus unlimited cards, unlimited practices, and unlimited consultations with their experts.
This isn't cheap.
No, it's not. And that's why I think it's so important to emphasize that this is something that people can do for themselves. Personal trainers aren't cheap either, but people hire those when they absolutely can't make it happen for themselves.
Meredith Haberfeld in Brooklyn has been a client for more than a year. On this day, a Black Umbrella employee is meeting with her to update her family's emergency plan to incorporate needs for their new baby.
Subway lines or any bus lines.
Yeah. Okay, good. That's good. Actually, especially for our babysitter, who I don't think she has ever been to either of these 2 locations, so we should go over that with her.
There is no question that preparedness, whether you pay for it or not, is essential for every family. But we know what you're thinking. Did Meredith know the company's Madoff connection? Does she care?
It didn't have any impact at all, and I don't even know why that's a relevant question.
Hooper only agreed to talk to us under the promise we would not ask directly about the Madoff family.
I do have to ask, how has what's happened with you and your family affected your thinking on this?
Well, every family has ups and downs, and my thinking on this is I think the same as everybody's.
Andrew was with us during the interview, but said his lawyers advised him not to speak to us on camera. As far as we know, he is not talking to either of his parents. His brother Mark committed suicide in December. Talk about a family in crisis. He told the New York Times last year, "I think that what happened to me illustrated to me how important it is to be prepared for unexpected events. I'm just another example." Hooper has experience running a high-end fishing store and has extensive survival training. She says she was inspired to start Black Umbrella in the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina, watching families recover. But you get the sense she has also watched families recover from the ruin caused by Bernie Madoff.
Step back.
Are you willing to help people prepare for financial disasters?
Parts of this process help through all kinds of disasters that are much more personal than a fire or a flood.
Personal indeed. I'm John Berman for Nightline.
Inject themselves